for coming down. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Your Honor, if I could, because I don't want to, I think it's important for the future record, and I don't want to ask the prosecutor to be called. Can we agree that your first response from the Alamo Heights Police Department was that there was no recording?
Yeah, so, sorry, Judge.
Well, let me ask you this before he goes on the record. Is that in defense exhibit number 1 that's been tendered to me, the emails?
So what the detective emailed back to me is the only video available is what was uploaded. The suspect was never interrogated.
Now, with regards to the witnesses that need to be subpoenaed, when will they be subpoenaed?
I can do that this week, Judge.
On March 28, 2022, Jose Sanchez was arrested in Texas for unlawful possession of a firearm. What most people do not know is that the night he was held, one recording system was quietly doing its job in that facility. Defense attorney Eric Baker found out about it. He believed it could be the difference between guilt and innocence. When he asked for it before Judge Stephanie Boyd in the 187th District Court in Bexar County, prosecutor Hank Wilkins had nothing to give him. The Alamo Heights Police Department had no explanation. The trail went cold before it even started. Judge Boyd was not accepting that as an answer.
Oh, she doesn't have to be unless she wants to sit. Court is calling 2022 CR 10642, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Defense?
Eric Baker for Mr. Sanchez, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The reason we are here is the defense alleges and your client alleges that there was a video in a holding cell of your client and it is potentially Brady
Yes, Your
with regards to this case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. State, are you prepared to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
Defense, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
Well, it's really, I guess more of a defense witness.
Yeah, Judge, I'll take this. I wouldn't mind taking the lead if the state's okay. And
All right. Who would you call?
we would call
Deputy Chief
Pruitt of the Alamo Heights Police Department.
All right. Deputy Chief, if you could raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. Just make sure you keep your voice up for the court reporter. If you could state your name for the record, please.
Cindy Pruitt.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Deputy Chief Pruitt, thank you for coming in today. So, Deputy Chief, the video that the court was talking about, you're aware what video that we're talking about, correct? That we're looking for?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, before we get into that, I just want to ask you, when we initially asked for this video, we got word back from your department that there are no videos taken in that area of the department. Were you the one that conveyed that information to Mr. Wilkins?
No, I'm not sure what you mean. There are no videos taken.
The first request to your office from Mr. Wilkins requested the video that we're talking about today. And my understanding is that your understanding that your office replied back that there was no videotape in existence. In fact, there was no videotape equipment to videotape at all. Was that your response from the office?
No, that wasn't my response. And in fact, I didn't respond to that. I'm not sure. Do you have the response you're questioning
Okay,
about?
the state has your email, but I'll move on. I wanted to know if you're aware of that.
All right, and counsel, so that the record can be clear, when you speak of video, what video are you talking
Yes,
about?
the video of Mr. Sanchez upon his arrest when he was in the holding cell or near the holding cell in Alamo Police Department. You aware of that video?
I'm aware that that video doesn't exist because it was purged from the system. Yes.
Okay. And one of the main question, this isn't our first time here, maybe your first time here, ma'am, is the court had a question, and I think I did too, as to when that video was destroyed. Or do you have personal knowledge as to what day it was destroyed?
No, we attempted to recover the video, but we don't have any way to determine when it was destroyed because it's a surveillance system that is on a loop. And as new video comes in, because it runs 24 hours a day, it's a very small server, the older video purges off and it just is replaced by the new videos.
You can't testify today as to when that video was purged, correct?
No, sir, I cannot. I can testify to the fact
That's just a
that,
yes or no question, ma'am.
no, sir.
Ma'am, I just talked to you in the back, correct?
Yes,
And we talked about, asked you, is there anybody who can make that determination or tell the court? We spoke about someone named Marcos, correct?
that is correct.
And when I asked you, and you sent an email to Mr. Wilkins yesterday or 2 days ago, I'm sorry, no, yesterday and Wednesday, that he would not be,
Counsel, if you could slow down.
certainly, that he would not be in attendance today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And when I asked you why back in the back, you said somebody made the decision that if he wasn't under subpoena, they weren't going to send him. Is that correct?
His leadership for his company made that decision, yes.
So he's really the witness we need to talk to today, not yourself, correct?
His supervisor is available today by phone.
Can you come in?
I just found this out right before I came in here. They said they would make him available by phone.
Does he have knowledge of what we're looking for in the background so that we don't have to start over with him?
Yes, he has knowledge, yes.
Okay. When could he come in physically?
Oh, that I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Is he available to appear by Zoom?
I believe he's with an IT company that is our vendor.
All right, counsel, would you have any objections to him appearing by Zoom?
I would not, Judge. I just want to make sure that I know that Marcos has information. I'm just curious as to why we can't produce Marcos. His supervisor is going to be a level up. And Marcos has hands-on.
Well, is Marcos available to appear by Zoom, or does he want to?
When I spoke with his supervisor just a moment ago, Your Honor, he was directly involved with the process with Marcos. And he is a higher level IT technician than Marcos even is.
All right, so the defense wants Marcos here.
I think
Is that correct?
I think Marcos and his supervisor, Judge, just based on the history of this case, Your Honor. I mean,
All right, so I like to cut through the chase. Is Marcos and his supervisor available today by Zoom?
I would have to ask, Your Honor. I asked if they could be available by phone, and he gave me his phone number and said that he was. I didn't ask about Zoom.
All right, does anyone mind us taking a short break so she can see if they're available by Zoom?
not at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your Honor, they do have an answer to give to the court.
Okay, so are they going to have the person here or no? We really need a subpoena.
I guess, Judge, I think that you have other remedies, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's.
We're back on the record in 2022 CR 10642, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez.
What you just watched is a courtroom running out of patience. Every request made so far has been informal, voluntary, and voluntary has not worked. That is about to change. In Texas, under Article 24.01 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, a subpoena turns a request into a legal obligation. Ignore it, and Article 24.05 allows the court to impose fines. Push further, and Article 24.11 gives Judge Boyd the authority to send law enforcement to physically bring you in. The witnesses who declined to appear by Zoom just made a decision they may not fully understand yet. Watch what happens next.
Deputy Chief, what are the results of your inquiry?
Their HR department is denying them showing up on Zoom. They said that because they were asked to do a task, they completed the task and they recorded all of the information on the ticket, which was then emailed, that's the only involvement that they have.
All right, well, if you will let them know, they can appear by Zoom or they can be subpoenaed, which means,
Should advise them of that, Your Honor.
all right.
Do you have any objection to me submitting this to the court? This is.
Actually, I was gonna, no, not at all. In fact, I was gonna submit that, Judge. There's an email chain that I think is gonna be.
All right, you all want to remark it, and then I'll accept it.
Do you want to make it your exhibit or?
Joint exhibit.
I said, if they mark it and offer it into evidence, I'll accept it. If there's no objection.
No, Your Honor. In fact, I was gonna offer that.
All right, if you could do it as Defense Exhibit 1, thank you for trying. I know it's not your fault.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, defense would offer Defense Exhibit 1. The state actually just provided to me. It's an email chain from August 14th through the present.
So it should, the earliest communication in this chain is going to be August 7th.
Is that, yes, and so we would offer that, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Defense Exhibit number 1 is admitted. Is there any other questions for the Deputy Chief?
No, Your Honor, but if we could stay after she's excused, just so I can address
Yes.
the board on the issue.
I have just a couple of questions. So, Deputy Chief, when you were speaking to the IT folks, did they tell you how far back that those videos are saved on the server from that particular camera?
They said when they started looking after our request to see if they could locate the videos only existed back to March 12th, 2023.
2023, okay. And the date of offense is in 2022.
That's correct.
Okay, so have you made a diligent search for these videos once you were notified by the Bear County DA's office that we were looking for any additional videos?
Yes, sir, we did. We, like I said, we reached out to our IT provider and requested their assistance in trying to recover any purged videos.
Okay, and so I've spoken to Ginger Leal. When I spoke to Miss Leal, she looped you into that email chain. And so some of your emails and some of your efforts are reflected in that exhibit, that email chain, right?
That's correct.
And so could you just tell the judge kind of briefly what you did once we were looking for the videos?
I reached out to Barcom. I submitted a ticket, which is how we request assistance, and asked them to see if they could look through the Exact Vision server and find any video that may have been purged and see if it was recoverable on the date in question.
Okay, and could you describe how that server works just briefly to the judge? It's running, is that camera running 12 hours a day, 24 hours a day?
24 hours a day. That server, it operates not only the holding cell camera, but the camera inside the patrol room, the cameras in City Hall, and our parking lot and public works yard. So the server runs 24 hours a day. And so as new information comes in, or new video comes in, old video falls off.
And so it's your testimony that this thing is running. As it fills up, the old videos are removed to make room for the new videos.
They are purged from the system to make room. Yes.
Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you think it's important the judge to know?
No, sorry.
Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you feel like it's important for the judge to know?
No, sir.
I pass the witness, Judge.
Deputy Chief Pruitt, the description of how the server works that you just gave to the state, is that from your personal knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, so what training, background, experience do you have in technology or servers? And
I don't.
Okay, so how did you ascertain personally how that server works?
That's how it was explained to us when it was installed
So
in 2014.
are you aware, and maybe I asked you this before, that the prosecutor, Mr. Wilkins here, upon his first request for video of the holding cell area, the response from your department was, there is no camera there. Are you aware of that?
No, sir.
So that wasn't true. If somebody told the state from your office that there was no video recording equipment in that area, no videos taken, that would not be the truth, correct?
That would be correct. There are videos that the cell and the patrol room are video recorded.
And why is it that you record videos there?
Primarily, it's an observation. Our dispatchers monitor the cameras, just like they monitor the city hall cameras and the parking lot cameras, in case there is a problem with a prisoner.
And those videos are saved, at least still accessible for some period of time.
That's correct.
And do sometimes defendants make confessions on those videos that you can then send to the prosecutor? And they confess there, it would also be captured on the video above the holding cell, correct?
I suppose it would be the microphone is not a very good one.
In fact, that brings me to my next question. Is the device that takes the audio down the same device that records the video?
I do not know.
Okay, because there is still in existence audio from the day of Mr. Sanchez's arrest, just not the video, correct?
To my understanding that some audio files were recovered, but they are almost incomprehensible. You can't understand what is being said.
I would agree. I'd try to can't hear anything. So that's, so you don't know if there's two separate recording?
No, sir, I do
devices?
not.
Okay, so we would probably be better off asking those people that we've spoken about
Well,
today, correct?
Big State Electrical, from my understanding, Big State Electrical is the one that installed the Exact Vision.
Okay.
And that is part of Barcom's contention, is that they are not the subject matter experts on the Exact Vision.
Electrical companies install servers, but they don't understand how servers work, correct?
Not any more than I do, probably.
All right, okay. At this time, Judge, I don't have any further questions.
All right, any further questions?
No question, Judge.
All right, I have a couple of questions. Counsel, I believe you'll be able to answer when the video was requested.
The video was first requested,
June 22nd.
that sounds about right.
What date?
June 22nd?
And is that June 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that's what I have on the docket sheet. When was it purged? Do we know the date or not?
That's what the court was trying to find out. For some reason, we can't seem to get to the bottom of that. It's a very simple question.
And will the persons who are going to be subpoenaed, would they know when the video was purged?
No, ma'am, I've asked that question repeatedly, and they say there is absolutely no way to determine that because of the way it operates.
Okay. The video records that we are seeking, and I say we, but that defense wants, is that the videos for prisoner cell 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, holding cell 1 and 2. You're stating that the video from holding cell 1 and 2 has been purged.
That's correct.
The audio, is there audio in holding cells 1 and 2?
My understanding that they're, you mean all the time?
Yes.
All the time, yes.
All right. The audio from holding cell 1 and 2, do you still have that or was that purged?
It's my understanding they recovered some and it was given over to the court.
Is it the audio that would have been playing or recording when Mr. Sanchez was in holding cells 1 and 2?
Was recovered, the audio that was recovered was during the time frame that we requested.
So the only thing that has been purged is not the audio, it's the video for holding cell 1 and 2.
From my understanding, it was all purged, but they were able to recover audio only.
The video from holding cells 1 and 2, when Mr. Sanchez was there, has been purged, destroyed, cannot be recovered.
That's correct, ma'am.
All right. And other than the video and holding cell 1 and 2, counsel, is there any other video that may have what you're looking for?
Your Honor, I was informed through this process that there is also a camera in the office adjacent to holding cell 1 and 2. I did not ask for that because I was not aware of it, and I will offer for the record, and maybe we can put this on the record, that the reason I wasn't is on my first request, I was told through the state by the Alamo Heights Police Department that there was no recording devices, that they did not record in the court.
All right, Deputy Chief, do you know whether or not the camera that's adjacent to holding cells 1 and 2, if there would still be a video available during the time that Mr. Sanchez was there, or has it also been purged?
I can say that it all operates on the same system. It would be my assumption that it was purged, but I can ask them to look.
All right, if you'll ask them to look into that, and then what we will do, the parties who are not here, we'll place them under subpoena and let them know they will not be allowed to appear by Zoom. They were given a chance to appear by Zoom, so they will have to come to Bexar County 187 District Court and appear in person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much for coming down. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Your Honor, if I could, because I don't want to, I think it's important for the future record, and I don't want to ask the prosecutor to be called. Can we agree that your first response from the Alamo Heights Police Department was that there was no recording?
Yeah, so, sorry, Judge.
Well, let me ask you this before he goes on the record. Is that in Defense Exhibit number 1 that's been tendered to me, the emails?
So what the detective emailed back to me is the only video available is what was uploaded. The suspect was never interrogated.
Now, with regards to the witnesses that need to be subpoenaed, when will they be subpoenaed?
I can do that this week, Judge. I've got to get my investigator going out. To answer your question, Judge, I will do that tomorrow. I can't do it today, Judge, but I'll do it tomorrow. And I'll
No,
get that
that's
to my
fine.
investigator.
What day would you like to come back?
May I just look at my calendar?
Yes, and we will get to the bottom of everything. All right, Ms. Fergus, can you recall this for the 3rd week of October? All right, and those witnesses are to appear in person.
And Your Honor, as far as the emails, I know there's a lot of them. I don't think they're privileged. I don't know. I mean, I can bring a formal motion, but it might help for the record.
Well,
if they could agree to.
Here's the thing. The state will review it,
Okay. that's
and if
fine.
it's something they feel like they should not give you, they will let the court know.
Okay, that's fine. I trust this prosecutor. I'm just trying.
Yes, yes. All right, Mr. Sanchez, we're going to come back on October 19th to finish up this hearing. State is offering into evidence State's Exhibit number 1. Any objections? It's an email.
No, Your Honor.
All right, State's Exhibit number 1 is admitted.
Judge, for the record, I also emailed State's Exhibit number 1, forward that to defense counsel in a couple months ago.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you all then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, we are back on a discovery issue. And just briefly to summarize, there was a video and audio from the Alamo Heights Police Department. Originally, we asked for it and it said it didn't exist. Eventually, we subpoenaed Alamo Heights in. They were not able to answer the court's simple questions as to
Yes.
when the video was destroyed, what is the policy? Are the videos 30 days, 60 days? I have anecdotal evidence that it's 6 months, but anyway, that's not on the record. So they gave us 4 names for Barcom. Barcom is a company, local company that is their IT company, has the point of contact who could answer all those questions, but they couldn't tell us who they're. So I subpoenaed everybody, and then they contacted me yesterday. I said, I don't want to cause any disruptions. I just want somebody, can you tell me if there's somebody there who can answer these questions? There isn't. They did send somebody today by my, I had made an agreement with them to release everybody. They sent their CEO. He's here to testify. He's not going to be able to answer the court's questions. What he told me was, and he's back there.
Well, let's bring him up.
Yes.
Let's find out who can answer these questions. Hi, good morning. How are you doing today?
Well, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's Friday Eve.
It feels that way.
All right, so there are specific questions. I remember this case that are needed to be answered. Do you know who can answer these questions? Who do we need here to answer these questions?
The people who set it up, it's a company by the name of Big State. They are the ones who installed the camera system. They would have configured how long each of the cameras would overwrite, kind of like a VHS video, right? There's only so much space,
Yes.
and how often each one of those would be overwritten would have been set up by them. Our job is to we're users of the camera system.
Yes.
We turn into the people that can go in and pull video, get the software on computers to access the video, but we don't manage it. Again, it's a
right,
gray
so
area, right?
Do you have information that you can impart to the state and defense about who they need to contact so we can find out, one, if the video was destroyed, two, when it would have been destroyed, and three, what is the time frame that videos are allowed to remain before it's purged or destroyed?
Okay, yeah, I don't like to use the word destroyed because
Well,
destroyed
purged.
implies,
Yeah, I know,
purged is a
purged.
much better word.
We'll use purge.
Yeah, we'll use purge.
Do you have information of who would have that knowledge?
Here's what I'll do, is I'll go back and I'll talk to our team now that we didn't get, first of all, we didn't get enough details, right? We're just asked a simple question. Well, I can go and see if we have access to figure out what the purging schedule is for each of the cameras. If I can get it, we'll get it directly to them. If not, we will point them, either way, we'll point them in the direction of the people who installed it and manage the system.
So what I want to know is, on this specific case, with this specific defendant, and they'll give you the date he was in the location, if you can tell me when that video or audio of him would have been purged.
Okay, we'll do our piece.
Yes.
And then if we need to, we'll engage the third party.
All right, is there any other question other than that you want answered? Because that's the question I want answered.
No, there's not. That's basically it, judges. Was there video? If so, why can't it be retrieved? Was it purged? And if it was purged, when it was purged? Because that answers the question of whether we should use the word purged or destroyed, which comes later. And that's.
All right. So they want to know, we'll use the word purge. It's
Okay,
fine.
that's fair. No, I wasn't going there. If you don't mind, what we'll do is, I'll go back and look at the dates. I don't know when the first request was. And then we have to work back from that date, not.
Oh,
from-
before they leave here today, they're going to give you the dates when the defense counsel requested it.
Okay,
They're going to give you the date when he was in the facility. And then I want to know, one, is the audio or video still available? I'm sure it's not.
Right.
If it's not available, I want to know the date it was purged.
Okay.
So how long you think that will take?
a couple of days.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, from our part, unless we need to engage the third party, I don't have any control over how
No.
responsive they are.
I just want to keep this on the docket. So you saying a couple of days?
For my piece, if we can get the information, it'll be a couple of days. If we need to engage a third party, then it's a little out of my control unless we can get some of the, some push from the court.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll set it for December 14th.
Okay.
If you have your information sooner than December 14th, just let the defense and the state know, and we'll come back sooner than that.
Perfect.
Now, here's my other question. If he can't make it down here and he has the information, are you all okay with him appearing by Zoom, or do y'all want him to be here?
No, Zoom is fine, Your Honor. I tried to work with them around their schedule.
Okay, so if you are not able to come into court, if we need you, you can appear by Zoom if you want to.
That's fine. That's easy.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you're solving problems today. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. They're going to give you the information.
Yes, I'll
Are the parties here on Jose Sanchez? All right, this is regarding the video. What have we discovered?
As the court recalls, last time the CEO of Barcom was here,
Yes.
said he would get the information. I hadn't heard from him all week until this morning, and I haven't heard from him, I'm sorry, at all. And neither is the state. So I made a phone call before court this morning to see what's up, if he was going to appear. He's unavailable, according to his office manager, Elisa Martinez, who I spoke with this morning. Her understanding was that he needed more time. And my problem is he, I believe, should have communicated that to either myself, the state, or the court.
Mhm.
I'll just remind the court that this is month 7 that we've been trying to get a very,
know.
okay.
I'm aware, my mind is still trapped, and I'm aware of what he said. He said that if he was able to get the information, he would let us know that he received the information. If he could not receive the information, he would let us know. And it appears that he has not adequately communicated.
No, Your Honor, and I did call them, and all that she said was he needed more time. She didn't tell me why, what progress he'd made, or how much time that he needed. And it leaves us in kind of limbo, in my opinion. I was going to suggest, I know the court's here next week, is that we reset this for Monday, and I don't know what remedy to.
No. Have him subpoenaed here for Monday.
Okay,
Well, if you pick up the phone and call them and tell them that he needs to be here on Monday and he's under subpoena.
I will do that, Judge. Oh, okay.
So we have an update on the video issue.
That does appear to answer most of the questions, Your Honor.
All right, so we're going to go on the record in 2022 CR 10642, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Eric Baker for the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, and are you Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we were discussing an issue with regards to this video, and it appears that the witness who was here at the last setting has emailed information about the video and whether or not it even exists, the video audio. So have both parties had a chance to review the email, state,
Yes, Your Honor.
defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the court reviewing that?
No, not at all, Judge.
All right, so from the court's review of the email, it appears that the video or audio is no longer in existence as it is overwritten every 28 days. And they're saying that the offense date is alleged to be March 28, 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the request for the audio or video was June 22nd, 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez, the fact that the request date from your attorney was June 22nd, 2023, that is not because your attorney was asleep at the wheel or anything of that nature. It's your attorney can only make requests for certain things when they are actually your attorney. So if he was not your attorney within that 28 days, there's nothing he could have done to preserve the video or audio. You understand?
He was assigned on March 4 or April 4th, I think. April 4th, 2022, according to the event log display.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, that I probably didn't even review his file, get discovery, and so, I don't think the request date is important, Judge, but the obligation to turn over discovery, such as statements of defendant, is not really triggered by a defense request.
Mhm.
The defense request was triggered when it was brought to my attention that the discovery the state turned over did not include that, which is part of their obligation. In other words, I shouldn't have to request it. It's their obligation to provide that along with the other body cam videos, which they did. The
Mhm.
reason I requested is because after reviewing all that and talking to my client, he brought up to me, not until June 2023, that there may be other video.
Mhm.
So I immediately submitted a request informally to Mr. Wilkins.
All right. So with regards to the destruction to the purge of the audio video, you can file whatever motions you deem necessary and the court will hear that.
Of course, Judge.
Right. But I'm assuming you all are going to request a jury trial. Is that correct?
Your Honor, can I confer with my client before we come back
Yes.
on that issue and then on his bond issue? Because I want to make sure that's what he wants to do.
All right. If you all will confer, and I'll take up another matter and then we'll come back. All right. You're welcome.
This hearing ultimately became less about the missing footage itself and more about whether anyone could explain what happened to it. Under Brady versus Maryland, prosecutors must turn over evidence that could help the defense. But under Arizona versus Youngblood, evidence lost through a routine system is not automatically a constitutional violation unless there is proof of bad faith. Once the court learned the surveillance system automatically overwrote recordings every 28 days, the case became a reminder of how dependent modern criminal cases are on technology and how serious the consequences can be when nobody can clearly explain how that technology works. Let us know if there's a case or courtroom interaction you'd like us to explore in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.